Good morning. I have been reading up on ways to combat fascism, no reason. And there is so much evidence that humor and satire are like the number one way to combat it. So, okay, authoritarians rely on people being afraid of their control and power. There's like this fake aura of seriousness and righteousness and strength. It's probably why calling Republicans weird freaked them out so bad. Remember that? They also need their base to believe contradictory ideas. Like some groups are weak, but they're also responsible for all of society's problems. But they're also really powerful and they can destroy the nation. For example, like they're doing this with the LGBTQIA plus community right now, and we're seeing it with public education. Satire points out the contradictions in these arguments and it makes them harder to take seriously. And then the bigots look silly, not scary, and we don't fear silly people. And the far right needs to control people. They manufacture fear in a lot of different ways. So in the case of public schools, it's fear of the other, the very primal fear of their children being unsafe. And there's this fear of losing control. But these are fears that they whip up out of nothing. They're not real. When we're coming together and we're using humor to point this out, we have this shared experience of uniting against a common enemy, and the fear is dissolved while we feel this sense of togetherness. Meanwhile, they need us to fall for the divisiveness they're trying to sow. I think we're gonna need humor to survive these next 4 years, and we're definitely gonna need each other. I do wanna add a caveat though. We need to avoid what's called fascist laughter, but it's like punching down. So we don't wanna move the Overton window by normalizing oppression or desensitizing people to it. So we really want to reserve humor to challenge those in power or critique oppressive systems. It's a fine line, but I think you get it. Anyways, really interesting stuff.